All right, MMA After Hour time. Here we are. No time to waste. Let's hit that music. Let's get this thing started. It is time, my friends, for everyone's favorite segment.
And now it's time to
there it is.
Open up your ears and
as I drink my drink.
MMA fans, it's time for Rick's Picks.
Rick's Picks.
Rick's Picks.
Yes, last time of the year, but don't forget.
You already know what it is.
Rick's Picks.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Best of show,
girls,
Christmas edition.
You've all been waiting for. It's the new craze taking the world
coming up
by
December
storm.
25th.
Live from the Vox Studios in beautiful New York City. It's time for
Rick's Picks.
Yeah, there he is, Mr. Rick's Picks himself. Got a new shave?
A little bit of a cleanup.
I don't know about a cleanup. I was talking about the sides.
Yeah.
Like
What?
the head. This?
Yeah, the whole thing is cleaned
Get
up.
out of here. You went to a barber and said, please don't clean up the beard.
I was getting scraggly, and now it's less scraggly.
I guess scraggly is in the eye of the beholder. Where do you go to get a haircut? You go to a local guy or what?
I go to... let there be light.
Wow, how about that?
Damn.
Falling asleep back there.
$1 Million Man.
What a difference.
I go to a spot in Long Island City. Shout out to
LIC?
Otis and Finn. Yeah, Otis and Finn Barbershop.
How far is
My
that?
guy Fred.
How far is that?
From me? Quick. Easy. 15 minutes.
Okay.
From Williamsburg, 15 minutes. So yeah, it's a good location. And my guy Fred is my favorite.
Okay, well, you look great. You never look better. Let's get into it. What do you got?
Okay. We are going to start... with some somber news. But it had to be addressed. Obviously, the passing of Coach Robert Fallas. In this portion, there were so many tweets and social media posts about Robert. Going to only highlight a few things here, but give you an idea of where you can find some more. So first, Tracy Lee tweeted out a link to a youcaring.com page that is collecting funds for the funeral, for the family of Robert Fallas. I'm sure there's going to be fake ones. There's going to be ones coming out that are trying to capitalize on this. This is the right one, youcaring.com/Robert Fallas. Donate if you're compelled to, for a good cause, obviously. And in following up on that, and we've talked about Robert earlier in the show, in following up on that, there's a post here from MMA Fighting. Pros react to the death of beloved MMA coach Robert Fallas. There was a huge outpouring of support. He was clearly beloved. I didn't know him personally, but he was clearly beloved by the community. It seemed like there wasn't a bad word to be said about the guy. See some of those on MMA Fighting. You can find it all over the internet if you search for Robert Fallas. Truly seemed like one of the genuine human beings in a sport that at times can be lacking on those. So tragic passing for and thoughts and wishes with the family at this time. I think everybody in the MMA community has handled this with class and is trying to do the right thing here. So.
Yeah, this picture actually was taken during 216 Fight Week, and one of the last times I spoke to him. It was actually after this workout that I was talking to him just about being in Vegas 2 days after the shooting and what it was like, and if he knew anyone. He actually did a scrum. They started doing scrums with coaches that day, which I think is a great idea. And so he met with the media. He was there, of course, to corner Kevin Lee, who he helped, I think, take to the next level. Going into that fight against Tony Ferguson. So, yeah, this was actually one of the last times I spoke to Robert, and it's a bizarre thing. It's weird. I mean, obviously, I didn't know him as well as so many of the other fighters who have paid tribute to him, but like I said, he's been on the show a couple times. Always very nice, always very gracious with his time, always very accommodating, always smiling, always seemed to be in great spirits. And to find out that he took his life is heartbreaking. I can't imagine how his friends and family are feeling.
Yeah, he shall definitely be missed. Okay. We're going to move to some action inside the cage. Here, we have Alexander Chablis.
Dang.
Knocking out Miroslav. Oh boy, this one's Strabak. Let's go with Strabak. at Fight Nights Global 82 on Saturday. Uppercut from hell.
Jesus.
We can rely
Jesus.
on Kaposa to deliver the goods on some of these unknown fight cards in the middle of the night.
One punch.
Alexander Chablis getting it done. Huge one.
I still feel like the story of like we need to find out how he watches all these cards. But anyhow, go ahead.
I mean, look, we can have him. I'll talk to Kaposa. But I was sent this clip over and over and over and over again. Doesn't get any less incredible every time I see it. We have Sufyan Haj Hadu with the meteorite punch, quote unquote. This is what him and his coach have named it.
Wow.
Sufyan Haj Hadu with the meteorite punch at German MMA Championship 13, also on Saturday.
Wow.
We've seen attempts at this. I know Shogun, there's a GIF from way back in the days of Shogun doing something like this, but very rarely do we see the fighter land a knockout punch when jumping over the guard. This one, clean as a whistle, knocks him out, follows it up with a punch that at the time was unnecessary because he was already out. But well done, Sufyan.
Yeah.
Getting it done. Very rare, but I think we need to see more of this. When people are playing, on their back, hands behind their head, make them pay for it. And he did. Meteorite punch. Okay.
The shocker there is that Kaposa didn't tweet that out.
Oh, he did, but
okay.
I try to do is I try to go to the place that it originates.
That's a journalist right there.
To give it the right
that is a journalist.
amount. Okay, Chase Sherman. This is from Fight Night. He tweeted, if Mike Perry and Santiago Ponzinibbio didn't end in a KO, I'll let Francis Ngannou punch me square in the face with my arms tied behind my back.
Don't say Chase Sherman. Say his manager. This is not Chase Sherman. This is enough of this. You notice I don't play this game anymore. It's not him. And then he put this out there, and then it was like 10 tweets like, oh, I didn't mean to do it. Oh, could we take that the bet? First of all, a bet is something that's agreed upon by two parties. Francis could not care less about this manager throwing out this stuff. So like, stop your pathetic attempts to get followers. In my opinion, you're making Chase Sherman into a non-fan favorite. I'm tired of it. I'm actually considering blocking and reporting it. It's not Chase Sherman. Enough. I was happy to play along with it, but guess what? In 2018, I'm not playing along with it anymore. Just go through his Twitter feed, and it's all one attempt after the next to get followers. Cheap attempts to get followers, ripping videos, things like that. It worked. Take a break. Let the guy get back on track. Stop with this stuff. You're not doing him any favors. Stop with it. All right? You know who you are. You're his manager. I've gone from like a million sources that this is not Chase Sherman. Okay? Stop with it. Francis Ngannou doesn't want to punch you. He doesn't care about your bet. He wants nothing to do with your bet. Stop trying to gain this attention and followers for no reason. It's empty. It's annoying. It's bothering me. And I'm on the verge of reporting them to my friends at Twitter. Enough is enough.
Wow.
Yeah, enough. And how dare you? Come on. You know better than this.
Buried.
I was happy
Chase.
to play along.
I mean,
no Chase. You want to know his manager's name?
No. Don't do that.
I mean, it's on his thing. It's on his account. What do you mean don't do that? It's on his account.
Oh man.
It's enough. Just be yourself, okay? Stop these attempts to try. It's right on his thing. Where is it? Where's his bio? I see it on my Twitter. Anyway, like, come on, stop.
Not Chase. Okay. This we know
do you really think Chase Sherman 49 minutes ago is talking about if a touchdown is a touchdown? He's not talking about this stuff. You're trying to jump on hot topics to get followers and retweets and likes. Just look at it. Movie theater parking lot. Hide the women and children. Like, well, are we going on Reddit and ripping this stuff? It's not Chase Sherman. Oh, and then he gets into this thing with Colby Covington. Of course, let's attach ourselves to the hot rod guy right now. You know, the hot topic. It's not him. Stop it. Enough of it. And then you retweet. Like, enough.
Now, to be fair to, let's say, Chase's manager, because we're not going to say Chase.
Yeah.
Colby attacked him. He went at wrestling, and then Colby jumped in. So it wasn't him trying to, at least not at that moment, wasn't him trying to ride that way.
The first tweet was from Colby?
Yeah, because
the initial tweet.
Chase was making fun of that flippy wrestling stuff that Daniel Cormier
I
was
have a
also
lot to say
talking
about
about
that as well.
And then I believe Kobe went at him, something like that. I believe that's how it went. I can't follow all this stuff. There's a lot of it, but I don't believe that one was Chase or Chase's manager on the other end of it.
Well,
but
hey, Cody Rhodes, back up, all right?
Pull him back the curtain here. Aaron.
No. Are we gonna put the? I mean, those wrestling guys. I've told you about those wrestling guys, right? How sensitive they are. Chill out, Jesus.
I thought Daniel Cormier's response was appropriate, measured, on the money.
Yeah, it was Cirque du Soleil.
Just saying. No, not his initial thing. Like, I don't love this. His response to Cody Rhodes saying, essentially, relax. I still like wrestling. This is not for me. But if we have a problem,
yeah,
you know where to find me.
I love them ripping him for getting comps. Like this is like some big crime.
Well, I think maybe I don't know Cody Rhodes, how familiar he is with Daniel Cormier. Maybe he doesn't know how big a fan of wrestling he is, and that he's not really attacking.
Well, maybe do your
whole.
Research before you come at the guy.
Fair enough.
One of the baddest men on the planet.
And that's why Daniel Cormier is the man. But he handled it, I thought, very well. Okay. We know this is Eric Spicely texting Julian Marquez to let him know that he got the bonus at UFC Winnipeg. Probably one of the better ways somebody's found out on record that they got the bonus, letting him know that he got the $50K for the fight of the night, sending him a screenshot of a tweet from MMA_Kings that shows that he got the bonus.
What a great performance. Like, way to...
I mean, from top to bottom.
I mean, even the call out, I was like, oh my God, this guy's really going to call out Tyron Woodley. And then he calls him out for a beard off.
Yeah, perfect.
Love those guys. Love his chest hair.
I feel like he became everybody's favorite fighter very quickly.
He's very likable.
He's an overnight, that's my favorite kind of guy. Yeah. Well done, Julian Marquez. Just his style, the finish, the call out, everything about him was personable. And I think he's going to have a lot of fans moving forward. He's got a good look too. So good for him. And congrats on getting that bonus. Dustin Poirier with a Christmas gift for Eddie Alvarez. One of the better tweets that we've seen in a while. Dustin, the Diamond, saying, took my time today and wrapped your Christmas presents. Nice, Eddie Alvarez, showing off wrapped hands, preparing something under Eddie Alvarez's tree. Eddie Alvarez, and I don't know if he addressed this. Maybe he did, but the tweet itself was gold, was money. Well done, Dustin.
I want to see that fight.
Nice looking gym setup, by the way, too. Yeah. All wood paneling on the walls, all wood on the floor, and some nice boxing bags. Okay. Daniel Cormier sticking his hand into the alligator's mouth
this
here.
Is incredible.
Francis Ngannou falling asleep. Daniel Cormier pictured wiping his hands on Francis Ngannou's face.
From a germ perspective. I mean, his hands all over his lip.
Everybody gets too relaxed around me. Nobody's safe.
Daniel Cormier doing this to a lot of people, I suppose. Let me get the audio up on this. I want to hear what Ngannou says again.
What is this? It's the best.
No, what was that?
What is
that?
That is the best.
I mean, good for him for not flipping out immediately. If somebody touched my face like that, I don't know if I'd be able to handle it that
look at Tyler
easily.
Min just eating it up in the back there. The worst part is just like, you see how his hand goes over his lip like that?
Oh, yeah. The whole face
I'd be
got
more
rubbed.
pissed about that than him waking me up.
No, me too. Don't rub my face like that. Come on.
What is that?
Daniel Cormier, I mean, you're a brave man. That's not one to do, but
baddest man on the planet. Cormier.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Stipe still, but by association with the title. But yeah, Daniel Cormier, braver than me. I would not have the stones to do that.
Can't wait for Boston.
Ngannou.
Those four guys together at the top.
Oh yeah, great fight. Okay, we have a check-in from Fedor. By way of Tiffany Van Soest.
My poor
Hey, Ariel Helwani, the bobblehead Fedor, likes California winters way more than New York. I don't blame him. It looks beautiful. Going surfing.
Can I say, like, the weather has been really crappy here. It's cold and all that. I'm ashamed to say, like, I was legitimately jealous of this bobblehead when that picture was tweeted out. He is.
I don't blame you. He's living the life.
I mean, at this point, it's nice to hear from him. It's nice to see he's doing well. I don't blame him if he doesn't want to come back.
He's moved on.
It's very lonely here. You know,
Speaking of which,
my Kimbo.
Speaking of which, Bellator is now selling these.
They're selling them.
They're going to be available online.
Damn.
I think that news was just happened this week as well. So Bellator is going to be bringing them online. I mean, where's our Fedor? Let me get a Fedor.
Be nice.
And I know the Kimbo one is associated with the January fight, so we might not have that one for a while. But we need Fedor back.
We're getting close.
And Kimbo.
I appreciate her updating us, though.
Look, I mean,
she did commit.
She's treating him well.
She did commit a crime. She did kidnap the guy. She did essentially steal.
Did she commit a crime or did she assist somebody in need?
Oh,
I mean, Fedor. Look, Fedor, and I don't want to scare Randy or Hoist on the table there. They're not treated so well over here.
No, that is true.
And so
You're right.
maybe she was rescuing.
Wait, you're calling out the staff, right, for their mistreatment of our trinkets?
Our props for the show have been mishandled over the years.
Wow.
And so maybe she was doing a favor to one of her favorite fighters.
Wow. How about that?
Okay. Huge tweet from this weekend.
Okay. What do we got?
Jon Jones, Johnny Bones.
Oh, yes.
On Twitter.
Yes.
Now, if you don't know the backstory, there's a guy who has the handle @Jon Jones, who is not Jon Bones Jones. He's I believe, a video game developer. Overall, really interesting dude. Has a very good nature about him in regard to getting hate from the haters of Jon Jones and love from the lovers of Jon Jones. In the tweet that you can't see here, a guy named Jason Dake says, @Johnny Bones, you're a pretty good game developer and seem to be a decent human. Cool mustache too. Keep up the good work. Typically, we see fight tweets sent at Jon Jones. Yeah. This time, a turn of the tables. Johnny Bones, who had Jon Jones blocked, replies, I think you're looking for Jon Jones. To bring it all full circle, he has passed along one of the tweets originated for the Jon Jones video game developer. I think we've entered the Twilight Zone. But he has unblocked Jon Jones, apparently. And
amazing. Well,
and has passed it along.
He doesn't.
Maybe he didn't have to unblock him.
No, he didn't have to.
I think, though, Jon Jones, a video game developer, might have clicked on the profile and been able to see it. I think he announced that he was unblocked.
Oh, well, that's big news.
So, yeah, we're breaking bread. Jon Jones and Jon Jones.
That gives hope for all of us other people who have been blocked by celebrities.
Who are you blocked by?
Dana White.
Is that it? That's okay. I mean,
yeah,
one is not so bad.
It's a rite of passage for all journalists. I don't know. I feel like I have been blocked by other people. There was a time where I was blocked by the entire UFC, every official account in the UFC, but we have since gotten over that, thankfully. Yeah. Credit to my friend Lorenzo Fertitta, who not only unblocked me, but then followed me again. I think he blocked me under duress. He was forced to block me. And then he said, okay, now the coast is clear. I'm going to unblock and refollow. That going that extra mile, I think really said a lot.
We next have a photo from the Facebook page of the Stockton firefighters, the local the local 456.
Wow. How'd you find this?
I think I want to be 100% clear. So I think it was bjpenn.com that found this.
Is this the first time we've had a Facebook post in Rick's Fix?
No, but we can't do video because it autoplays, which we learned early on in the tag board process when we had some videos from Matt Hughes paying tribute to some of the nurses that helped him while he was in recovery. But anyway, suffice it to say, Facebook is part of this. On Facebook, the Stockton firefighters, the local 456, said the following message. I'll read it out because it's not on screen. Tough, strong enough to withstand adverse conditions, proud, deeply satisfied due to one's own qualities or reputation. These are two words that inevitably might come up if you had to describe the city of Stockton, those from the community, or those that protect it. Tough, quote, and proud, quote, are words that are representative of Stockton and of Stockton firefighters. They also happen to describe the Diaz brothers.
Yeah. Hometown
heroes that have made their mark on international mixed martial arts world. So when Nate Diaz happened to see one of our firefighter family members dressed in L456 swag as one of our firefighters and his son train at the Nick Diaz Academy, Nate told them, "Where did you get the shirt? It's effing sick. I want one. The request was filled, and Nate is now seen on occasion showing his support for the Stockton firefighters. He stopped for this photo before he began his own training session last night. You better take that picture now before it gets all sweaty and wrecked. Thanks for the support, Nate. Stay tough and proud. Stockton proud. Diaz Brothers 209.
Damn.
So Nate showing love to the community showing love back. A beautiful thing in Stockton, California.
By the way, speaking of showing love back, how about your boy Sufjan tweeting us?
What'd he say?
Saying,
He's watching
wow,
the show?
they talk about my knockout in the MMA Hour live show with Ariel Helwani. How about
Make
that?
dreams come true.
Wow, look at you. A real life Santa
Sufjan,
Claus.
well done. Well done.
We need to get those followers up, Sufjan. 12 followers. You're knocking out people like that? What's up with that?
Hopefully that's not, I mean, if it's the real one, yeah, we got to get the followers up. Hopefully this can do it. German MMA championship, get Sufjan some followers.
come on.
Okay. This tweet from WWE NXT.
Oh, yeah.
Shayna Baszler is coming. I don't know, when, I don't know where, but maybe Dave Meltzer can give us some insight. But Shayna Baszler is coming. Looking forward to kind of seeing her on the big stage.
Forget Dave Meltzer, Mark Ramundi, the real wrestling insider. I mean, the guy's, he's all over the scene. Do you see his Macaulay Culkin video?
I did. That's right. Oh my
You
God.
blew it.
I botched it.
A little tip. Why don't you like the things that you want and then you go back and then
I have a Gmail draft that I use,
Yeah.
and I just put them in there. I botched it. Macaulay Culkin doing a frog splash.
on Hornswoggle. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that doesn't mean so much to me.
The first ever
I don't
home
know
alone
him.
finish in professional wrestling history.
Yeah, the frog splash. Go check out Mark Raimundi's Instagram for
Twitter.
Macaulay Culkin doing
The Twitter too.
either one, wherever you can find
Incredible.
Mark Raimundi.
Incredible.
Macaulay Culkin doing a frog splash at a local MMA event. I botched it.
Wrestling event. Pro wrestling.
Sorry, local wrestling event. I botched it. Mark, I owe you one.
Yeah.
My bad. And wrapping up Rick's picks, we have the numbers in from Mayweather-McGregor.
Oh, yes.
Mayweather-McGregor ends up being the second biggest North American pay-per-view ever
Wow.
at 4.3 million pay-per-view buys.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Showing that Mayweather and McGregor had it. They got the juice. 4.3 million.
I'll give you, so our next live show is everyone's favorite show of the year, the award show. Did you know this?
I do know this.
And by the way, we've got a show next week on December 25th. That's the best of show. But then we return on January 2nd because January 1st is a Monday and no one wants to work on January 1st. So we return on January 2nd, which is a Tuesday. That's our awards show. And look, to me, there's no secret. Story of the year was Mayweather-McGregor. However, I will say the story to watch, one of the stories to watch, not the story, one of the stories to watch is how this fight ages and more importantly, like what it really means for MMA, because I was on this show the day after or 2 days after and I said it was a win for all, right? Right
Yep.
now, I don't know if it was a win for MMA. I mean, Conor made money, UFC made money, but how, like, does he come back? How long is this layoff going to last? All this stuff and more. Again, I believe the fight isn't aging very well. Like Floyd coming out and saying, "Oh, I let him win those rounds." This isn't good for the fight. The story of the fight.
Do we need it to be a win? Does anybody, I guess what I'm asking is every fight's not going to be analyzed, right? By that, right? Like every time there's a boxing match, we're not going to say, was that a win for boxing or a loss for boxing? Every time there's a huge MMA card, was that a win for MMA? Was it a loss for MMA? Is it okay for it to have just been a fight that happened? Or did it need to be
No, it's
significant?
100% okay. It was a smashing success, as you can see, all that stuff and more. But I did say on this show, this was a fantastic win for all.
Right.
Like, there was a lot more to it. It wasn't just a boxing event that came and went. And the full story has yet to be really told. As we sit here today on December 18th, 4 months later, I don't think it has aged very well. Can things turn around? Sure. You can have a nice piece of cheese and it starts to age poorly, but then it rounds the corner and then it becomes a nice, aged cheddar cheese, something of that nature. So, so we'll see what happens. The cheddar makes it better.
Okay, before we move on to the questions, let's give a shout out to
our good
Championship.
friends. Yes.
Championship which is an
Champion
animated
spaceship, now with a P at the end.
Not championship, one word. Championship, an animated series voiced entirely by SB Nation staff. Here, we're going to roll out.
Yes, it's an SB Nation project. I mean, could you
little bit
pump
of a
it up for
trailer.
our friends over at SB Nation? A little enthusiasm.
We'll do you one better. We're going to show a little clip.
Okay, here we go.
A team of athletes have embarked on a journey across the galaxy. The quarterback, Dan Cannon.
Cannon drops back, surveys the field. He's going long. Can you believe how good I look?
The big man, Reggie Wall.
We mastered interstellar travel to save the human race. Now we're playing dodgeball.
The fighter, Cat Scorpio.
Get us the out of here, you motherfucker.
Who are they calling classless?
The gymnast, Ali Wu.
Being crushed to death isn't even the worst way to go. Hello? Ever heard of a thing called fire?
The slugger, Bud Bronson.
To be totally honest with you, I do not remember why we're here.
They are all aboard the championship.
There it is.
That is a real show, by the way, on SB. That wasn't us doing some sort of gag. Championship is SB Nation's first animated scripted series. It's voiced entirely by the SB Nation staff. The series documents a group of all-star athletes as they journey across the galaxy to save Earth by competing in an intergalactic... What was that song? The intergalactic planetary... Is that it? Planetary? Planetarium?
I don't know. The Beastie Boys.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
that?
Tournament demanded by alien ruler Zod. The short 5-episode series allows fans to enjoy a lighter take on sports and proves that SB Nation can compete in the world of narrative storytelling content as well as its own journalist, as well as its own in the journalistic space. So you can binge all of season 1 today. It launched today. It's about 5 to 6 minutes long, 5 episodes, and it's on the SB Nation YouTube channel. And why are we playing this? Well, A, to support our friends at SB Nation, but as you saw, there's an MMA fighter, Cat Scorpio. She is Ronda, Amanda Nunes, and Chris Cyborg rolled into one, age 26, lightweight champion. So she fights at 155. Interesting. Who grew up in the rough neighborhood. She's always had to fight for something. You don't want to mess with her. Everyone getting into the animation space.
Check it out.
I enjoyed our animated tales of the MMA Hour.
Case Hearts.
Yeah.
Doing the deal.
How about that?
Tetra Shot. I mean, Mike Perry.
Just amazing.
Just an unlimited source of entertainment.
I don't want people to think that I was rooting against Santiago, but I have a hard time denying the fact that I was a little bummed afterwards that at least like that fight was just, it was just there on a silver platter.
I don't feel like Perry loses too much on that one. It was a big step up. He look, the way...
Was it that? I mean...
Yeah, no, that's a big step up. The way Ponzinibbio has been taking people out, that was not just...
I really wanted to see Perry and Till in London. That's all.
Perry wasn't even ranked, and he's coming in against...
Whatever. Don't talk to me about the rankings, bro.
Look, Perry's toughest opponent was Alan Jouban, and he lost.
Fair enough.
This was a step up, and I thought he fared admirably. No doubt about it, he's tough. I mean, we don't have to go into how tough Mike Perry is. He just wades forward and walks through shots like they don't even affect him. He lumped Ponzinibbio up, and I thought it came down to the third round. He could have gotten it done. So I don't think he loses too much there. I thought he fought really, really well. And for Ponzinibbio, he took some damage in this one, but gets to keep climbing that ladder. Only big things ahead from him. So I think they both looked good in this performance.
All right. Okay.
Both come out looking good, rather. They definitely didn't look good after because they beat the snot out of each other. Okay, let's move along to some questions. We'll keep it quick.
Yes.
And then, you know what? I have a surprise that Ariel doesn't even know.
Whoa.
Because I just decided it on the spot.
We
How
just
about
get to that?
No, we're going to do it at the
All
end.
right, let's fire
Just
through.
decided on the spot.
Wow.
Right now.
Okay.
From our friend Sonny on Twitter. RDA versus Woodley. Wonderboy versus Covington. Till versus Ponzinibbio. Masvidal versus Lawler. Do we like this? How do we like the configuration at the top of 170?
I like RDA versus Woodley.
Who does Covington get?
Where's my guy Usman? Usman Meek.
He isn't on here. That's a good. That's a good one.
See, I stylistically I really like Wonderboy versus Till. You know,
I agree.
I really like that
I
fight.
agree.
Wonderboy versus Till.
Till versus Ponzinibbio is not bad.
Covington can fight Ponzinibbio because they're both part of ATT. That's the problem.
Masvidal also ATT.
Yeah, but Masvidal can fight Lawler. Lawler should take a break, I think, at this point. Yeah, you know, I think Covington's going to try to wait this one out.
He'd be smart.
This is what I suggest. I suggest RDA Woodley. I suggest Till versus Wonderboy. I suggest Covington versus Usman if he wins. We'll see what happens. And then the other stuff can figure itself out. But
sounds like Usman wants it a lot.
Yeah, I like what he had to say.
And Covington, maybe not so much based on what Usman's saying, but I like that fight as well. 170's fun. 170's
Very fun. It's going to stall a little bit now with the surgery. I wish he did it earlier, but them's the breaks. Till has to fight in London.
Next question. DC versus Cain. These are a little bit rarer. These are a little bit off the wall questions. DC versus Cain at heavyweight. And wow, you just right away.
DC versus Cain is never going to happen. Okay.
Alternate universe.
All right.
Where they're not friends.
This keeps me up at night.
This matchup. DC versus... I mean, I just want to see Cain fight, period.
At this point, obviously DC wins. Cain isn't cleared yet. I mean, he's just getting...
Stylistically, I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Remember, there was a time, though, I will concede this, there was a time that we were talking about this fight. Remember?
In Ross's mind, it's time to talk about it again.
We don't talk a lot about teammate versus teammate anymore. Like, you remember we were talking about Rory versus GSP and Koscheck versus Fitz?
I feel like after Jon Jones and Rashad Evans, people were getting better at navigating it and laying out the groundwork of that ahead of time. Hey, we're either going to fight or not fight when we get to that point. Whereas Jones and Evans were kind of not addressing it, and it caused that friction when it did come up, or maybe they played us like fiddles. But I think since then, teammates have been much better at establishing the terms of engagement. Cormier and Cain, for example, have said, nope, never going to happen. Yeah. Not going to happen. Some guys have said, yeah, we fight at the same gym, but we're not really going every single day together, so we'll fight. And I think they've been better at that. So Jones and Evans kind of laid the groundwork for us not to get this very much. The closest thing we got was TJ Dillashaw and Cody Garbrandt, and that was fan-damn-tastic.
But that was after a falling out.
Sure, but I think that's the closest we're going to get these days.
I would love to see it. I mean, like stylistically, in their heyday, in their prime, incredible. Right now, obviously, doesn't make any sense and will never happen.
I'm very interested in heavyweight DC. I'll be honest. I like, obviously
it's like a Francis Ngannou. Too small
against anybody. Too small
at this juncture. He's almost 40 years old.
I love heavyweight DC.
Yeah, I loved him too.
DC.
He was cuddly. He was lovable.
I don't know if that's where I was going. I like this fighting. But okay. Moving on. What's your personal favorite fight poster?
Oh.
And or favorite fighter that promotes, not including Conor and Chael? They're out, they're banned from that discussion. I think it's more interesting to go fight poster personally, but we can do who's your favorite talker or promoter.
I'm looking. Do you have one? Because you were.
Oh, I love I have a few. For UFC, it's the George St. Pierre, BJ Penn, 94, where they're back to back with the flags wrapping around. I love that one. One that comes to mind because it was so striking. I don't know if it's favorite or not favorite, but the Diaz GSP, what was it, 157? I think it was. Is that the right number?
Diaz GSP was 154.
154 poster with the big
although they've tried to recreate it like a million times.
That one was the original, though, and I like that one a lot. But my favorite all-time MMA posters all come from Pride. Yep. They're all, the
Can I tell you my
Sharks?
favorite?
Go ahead.
Pride Grand Prix 2004, the breastfeeding one.
No,
That is the best one by far.
That's the best one?
By far.
That's the craziest one. It doesn't even make sense. No,
it's incredible.
There's way better ones.
Oh, stop it.
There's Sakuraba getting choked out. No, that's Pride 10.
Best one.
By one of the ring girls. There's the butterfly on the hand. There's the sharks, just, sharks in a tank. And then the really abstract but incredible one, the sperm.
Sperm one is amazing.
Where it's all them competing to be the one. I mean, that is just
incredible.
Perfect poster.
Just amazing.
But those Pride posters from the early to mid 2000s, where it's at. My favorite.
Why
posters.
doesn't Sakakibara hire this person? He was the man back then.
I don't know if it was one person or who it was, but
I mean, he's the same guy. Do him for Ryzen.
Why did they not continue to do this for anybody? Like, you never see posters like this anymore. Not even, why did, now that Ryzen's here, they could do that, but why didn't anybody continue or use this person again? For example, like, Boss Logic is getting big up right now. He did the Invicta poster. He did some work for Mayweather McGregor, I believe. He's done a little bit of work with the UFC. Like, when you find these people that the fans seem to gravitate toward, go to them and find them. I don't know why the Pride person or people didn't continue that success.
A couple other ones. UFC 144.
Remind me.
Edgar Henderson with the Japanese, and there was a cartoon version of it.
I like that a lot.
Speaking of cartoon versions, UFC 181.
Yeah. Hendricks, right?
Yeah, Hendricks Lawler and Pettis Gilbert Melendez.
That was done by Marvel, right? Or was it DC?
Some sort of comic book.
It was one of the big comic books.
You know what's one that doesn't get a lot of attention but is phenomenal if you go back and look at it? UFC 106, Ortiz Griffin 2, when they were head to head, their heads were so big and it was just so clear. It was just perfect. Like I love the
like an old school boxing,
yes,
right?
I love
like
those.
Head to head, big.
I love those. Not the full body, the heads.
Yeah,
just the heads. UFC 1 was amazing, and I'm surprised that they don't do that more. They don't use the Ultiman more.
Yeah. So, just the Ultiman in the middle.
Yeah, those are a couple ones that come to mind.
Great posters.
47. Yeah.
There's been some great MMA
There's
posters.
also been way more bad MMA posters.
Look, I mean, there's so many events, you're not going to hit a home run every time. You got to go for singles sometimes.
I mean, in this new era alone, there's probably been, like UFC 209. I still can't believe that actually made the final cut. UFC 209 goes down as maybe the worst. Like it wasn't even like sized the right way. It was just bizarre. There was all this excess black space. It was strange.
So here's the surprise.
Okay.
Michael.
Yeah.
For asking this question.
Okay.
You're getting this shirt right
Wow.
now.
Max Bless Holloway Reebok shirt.
Yeah. Drawn by Boss Logic.
Oh.
That's the tie right there.
Unbelievable.
Boss Logic
great question.
made these shirts with Reebok. Michael, you're getting this. I didn't tell anybody ahead of time.
Wow.
You're just getting a shirt because I had it here. Thanks to the people at Reebok for sending it to me. But you know what, Michael, we're passing it along to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate.
Who's gonna send
it's
it?
yours now. I'm gonna send it.
Can you hold up the shirt?
Yeah.
Cool shirt. Can I a little bit there, a little bit? Yep. Can I just offer one piece of advice?
Boss Logic, are you listening?
It's not Boss Logic. It's to my friends at Reebok. Can we take the Reebok logo and put it right here on the sleeve? And then can we take the UFC logo and maybe either put it under the neck in the back or on the sleeve as well? But to put them over here is just too much. It's too much.
You need visibility though. You got to get
right
the prime
here on
positions.
the sleeve. Very nice.
Maybe.
Very nice. Right here. On the sleeve.
Well, okay. Any criticism for Boss Logic? You want to tell them how to do the art better? Maybe.
What is that? Are those moose antlers? What is? What is that? Angel wings?
No, I think he's like bursting through the ground. Yeah, those might be. No, those are wings. Yeah, this you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
That's a wing.
That's a wing. I thought it was like ribs or something.
No.
Bursting through ribs?
No, he's bursting through the ground and he's flying up. He's flying up through the ground. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. Well done, Boss Logic. Well done, Michael. You're getting a shirt just for nothing. You asked a great question.
Yeah, it's a great question. It was one of the all-time great questions.
All right, stop. Christopher Gardner asks, it's no secret that the UFC theme song is starting to feel dated. My question to both of you is if you have a favorite all-time theme song from any sports promotion. This person, Christopher, says Marilyn Manson's The Beautiful People from early 2000s WWE SmackDown.
Oh,
I know my answer.
Okay,
Do you have one?
Please.
Round Ball Rock. Auto.
So does this have to be fight-related?
No, he says any sports.
Oh.
Any sports.
Wow. Any sports.
Yeah.
Where does it say that?
The question.
No.
Favorite all-time theme song from any sports promotion.
Wow. And he picks The Beautiful People? Get out of here.
I think that's a good song. I don't remember exactly, but
it's a horrible choice.
Wow. You are just killing everybody today. Who else are we going to bury by the end of this? I'm ready.
Really? Hey, Pedro, hook me up over here with some sound. New addition to the show.
Oh, okay. So you're going with my same answer.
No, I'm playing yours.
What about yours?
But, did you notice what I just did? I just controlled audio from my computer. This is like 8 years in the making.
Oh, I thought, look, I thought that was coming out of your speakers.
No.
Like the terrible way that you always
Pedro.
play the
What's wrong
songs.
with you? Don't take it away.
No. Pull it down. Pull it down.
Why?
No, because, you start playing songs longer than that and we get in trouble.
No, but we're on Twitter here. It's all good.
No, that's not how that works.
Really?
That is not how that works.
They play it on on
the Road Tripping podcast, my favorite.
They play it on Sirius XM NBA radio. It's funny. So I was just talking to my friend about this. Early 90s, hook me up with just a little bit. Wait. Yeah, early 90s, Knicks on MSG. No, yeah, this, Knicks on MSG.
All right, that's enough of that.
No, this is great. This is a great question. This deserves a damn prize.
Now, you see, he had to tie into the artwork, the Boss Logic tie. He gets it. It is a great question.
Wow.
Well done, Christopher. But not the Round Ball Rock.
Round Ball Rock
that
is great, yeah.
It's Tesh really knocked it out of the park on that one.
Yeah. See, I like this new thing, but I don't like. I just want to play the music. Can I get a little some?
No, I mean,
little
Ariel,
some. Just give me a taste. Right here. Hockey Night in Canada, one of the all-time greats.
Okay.
This is one of the all-time greats right here. Hockey Night in Canada. Oh, what's wrong with you? Anyway, those are probably my top three.
We can't just play whatever we want.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Huh? What are they gonna do? Come at me, bros.
Damn, you are
last show of the year. What's
the last show of the year. You are getting awfully
What's gonna happen?
Man,
we're done. We're done for the year.
You are puffing out your chest. Okay, we got two more real quick.
Okay.
True or false?
Here all night.
Ariel would have been able to live tweet more than 3 fights this past weekend if the event started at a later time. Did the early start time throw you off? Were you not watching?
No. For the record, it was 4 fights that I started at the Glover Teixeira fight. If you must know, I was alone with the kids this past weekend, and my wife was working, so I had to put them to bed and then get to the action. I was still keeping an eye on it through Twitter and other means and live stream at Fox Sports Go, but I can't do everything on my phone. I mean, giving kids baths. I got 3 kids now. You think you're all you're all hot, you're all cool because you got 1. I got 3. Try 3. It's tough. Okay, so
I believe you.
If I'm being honest, I'm a little bit upset on this Monday afternoon because my son does carpool. My oldest son does carpool. And this morning, for the fourth time in 4 months, no, 3 months, 4th time in 4 months, 3 months, since September, he has thrown up either en route to school or at school because the people who pick him up in the morning, they give him an iPad, they give him a book, they give him some coloring.
Oh, the motion sickness.
I keep telling them, please don't do this anymore. And one time he threw up in their car. He never throws up with me, but it's like one time you would learn. And so today I just bought him a new backpack, Pokemon backpack, and they suggested that he throws up in his backpack. And then the school calls me this morning and says that they're throwing out his backpack because he threw up in it. So not only does he throw up and get sick, he threw up in his backpack that I just got him.
I mean, I understand your frustration, but of the alternatives, he can't throw up in their car. That's going to be more costly than throwing up in the backpack.
Let him look out the window and not give him something to do, or you know what I mean? So I was very upset this morning. I don't know how we got
This feels like such a solvable problem.
I know, it's very 4 times.
Don't give him things that will give him motion sickness. It seems pretty easy.
Very upsetting. Anyhow,
rest in peace to our Pokemon backpack.
So sad. Anyhow, I loved it. 10:30, I was done. I didn't know what to do with myself. Of course, I was flipping back and forth because my Knicks were beating the Oklahoma City Thunder on Saturday night. Carmelo
How'd that
Anthony,
go? Did they
win? It was
win?
fantastic. What are you talking about? We beat them. We beat them without Porzingis and Hardaway. It was incredible.
I don't watch.
Get out of here.
I don't watch bottom
It was
feeders.
unbelievable. Carmelo's return was spoiled. It was a great moment. So anyway, Saturday was one of the best nights of the year. 10:30, end the night. And by the way, everyone wins. In Europe, they're happy. In Australia, they're happy. In Africa, they're happy.
Yeah.
West Coast is fine with it. East Coast, why can't we do this? If I could just ask one thing, new TV deal, earlier start times, earlier end times, please, for the love of God, no more 1:30 end times. It's too much. Can't function.
Yeah, for a pay-per-view, though, I feel like it's tough to get.
Yeah, but pay-per-views sometimes end at like 12:15 because they don't have to do all the commercials. They just roll through it.
Well, I'm with you. For a pay-per-view, though, it'd be tough to go earlier
fine.
at 7.
Give me 1 a month
West
pay-per-view,
Coast.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, but the rest, no more.
I'm with it.
No mas.
Okay. Last question.
Yeah.
Did net neutrality impact your Darren Till interview? I'll go with no on that. We'll say no. But thoughts on net neutrality?
Well,
how do we feel?
How would net neutrality? Is that just a joke?
It was a
okay.
joke.
But I'm just wondering, like,
we had that weird thing where somehow the audio from the phone replayed. I couldn't even begin to tell you what happened. Rob is going like this.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing. It was almost like you know.
What's interesting is I thought that's what was happening when I heard the beginning of it over again, but I realized like I know all the controls back here. There's nothing that replays the audio.
You ever see Home Alone 2?
Yeah, the
walkie
talk
thing.
Talk boy.
Yeah, someone tweeted me that he was doing that. It's always a.
Now I guarantee it had nothing to do with him, but somehow the circuitry here replayed what he had said, and then the audio started coming back, and we brought it up, and you're like, "Hey, are you here?" And it was replaying still what he was saying.
It's always interesting when Darren Till comes
we were able
on,
to get it
either via Skype or
look. I have to tell you, Darren Till,
sweetheart,
like, great guy, great fighter. Amazing addition to the show.
Yeah.
One of our great cast of characters. Part of that animated thing, even though it was Mike Perry telling the story. Darren Till is all in this universe.
Yeah.
We need a new phone service. We need a new phone plan. We need a new phone. Just something to make this easier on us.
Let's donate something. Let's gather up all our coins.
Let's just start a GoFundMe to get
Christmas
Darren Till a new
time,
phone.
Get him something because we need to hear him.
But yeah, I don't know what happened there. I really don't. Thoughts on net neutrality?
Are you really going to ask me about net neutrality 5.5 hours into this damn show?
I've got some thoughts.
Please,
I mean,
go ahead.
People, fight for this.
Fight.
Don't make this a thing that is talked about and everybody's paying attention to, but nobody does anything about it. Call your local politicians.
What have you done? Who have you called?
Well, fortunately for us, New York is one of the states that is filing a lawsuit to ensure net neutrality statewide. So
don't just
all
talk
that I can
about
say
it.
is don't just talk about it, be about it. Net neutrality is important as a show. Like, I don't want to accept a reality or come to a reality where one day our show could be throttled against other shows because it's not favorable or whatever the case may be.
They wouldn't do that to us.
Well, no, look, obviously, I mean, we're breadwinners.
Yeah.
We'd be at the head of this. Like, let's be real. Like, we'd be making the buku bucks and people would have to pay a premium to see us. But on a serious note,
please.
Net neutrality is important.
Yeah, it is.
This is an important thing for not only, us personally for our own personal lives, but for media content and for internet content.
Come on.
Like,
what's wrong with you people?
We need to prevent this and do whatever we can.
I agree.
So, net neutrality, an important issue. Thanks for
and
asking
equally
about
important, by the way, while we're talking about it, let's give Aaron Chalmers a break, right? I mean, the guy's...
This is where you pivot?
He's a real mensch of a man.
I mean, I like the guy.
I like the guy
and
too.
Also, the thing about, like, this guy's 3-0, how is he getting this opportunity? Like,
it was bizarre.
Oh, my God. Are we
Crimea
reliving
River.
the CM Punk thing all over again?
It feels like that story only made its way over to England now, and now people are like,
The guy's got, like...
9 months.
Almost 1 million. No, the guy's got almost 1 million followers, and we're supposed to ignore him because he's only 3-0. He's huge. There's a reason why his clips are circulating, and every 3-0 fighter's isn't. And also on the level of opponents that he's given, as he said, he's only fighting who's in front of him. He's not asking for guys who have questionable
he's asking for baby
records.
slice.
Now he wants a step up in competition. If he's not given it, is that on him? Is that his fault? No, and I think he's got an exciting style. We'll see if it translates at the upper levels. But to this point, let's just enjoy the ride on this. Like, let's not read too deeply into a guy who's just starting his career, putting on exciting fights, and has a huge following. Follow along and I thought he gave a great interview.
Lighten up.
I thought he told everything he needed to. But
well said.
That's it.
Well said. All right. Well, happy holidays.
We're done.
Yes, we are done. That's it. Thank you very much. Happy holidays to you and the crew back there. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year. So to recap one last time, last live show of 2017, but we are back next week for a special best of edition. So we're not leaving you hanging. You'll still see this face. And then January 2nd, which is a Tuesday, we present our 2017 MMA Hour Awards. Can't wait for that. One of my favorite shows of the year. But for now, we shall say goodbye so you can hit my music. What a year it has been. Want to thank all the guests who came by, not only today, but this past year. I really feel like the show turned the corner this year. Not only did we have a bunch of guests, big name guests, we debuted our new studio, our new set. We moved studios, we changed sets, had the Twitter deal, all kinds of things happened this year. First live shows on the road, Mayweather McGregor, Las Vegas, had the Nate Diaz special part 2, had the GSP special. It was a big one. Great way to end the year. I will miss you all. For the record, I wanted to do a show on Christmas, but I was told under no uncertain terms, we are not allowed to do a show on Christmas. They would not let me into the building. So we're giving you a best of show. Don't worry, it's going to be fun. I want to thank Randy Couture for stopping by. And again, condolences to his family, to his friends, condolences to everyone who knew Robert Fallas. A horrific tragedy, and as we said many times today, he will definitely be missed. Thank you very much to Eric Anders. Good luck to him. February in Brazil. Thank you very much to Stevie Ray. Hopefully he gets some good news soon. Thank you very much to Aljamain Sterling. I thought it was great stuff from Aljamain. Really appreciate his time. Thank you very much to Justin Gaethje. Great stuff from him as well. Best of luck to Kamaru Usman, January 14th. Best of luck to Jeremy Stevens, January 14th as well. Thank you very much to Josh Emmett. Congratulations. Best of luck to Yoel Romero whenever he gets that fight. Darren Till, appreciate his time as well. Aaron Chalmers, thank you very much. Pietro Mengo, thank you very much. And congratulations to Rafael Dos Anjos. Back next week taped. Same time and place till the peace. I'm out of here. Happy New Year.